Okay, so somehow I ended up with a spare day here. We're going to take a little trip. It's probably going to be like my typical Walmart day with a few extras added in. Hopefully we can hit a few targets as well, because I usually don't get to go to Target. I will say I'm getting a little bit of a late start, and this usually isn't my best day for hunting, so we're just going to go for it and see what we run into. Okay, starting out at our first store here, a lot of muscle machines, M2, Auto World. Nothing that I haven't seen other places, no chase pieces, not really anything new to speak of here. Did find some of these NASCAR Authentics, and this is supposed to be a chase piece, but on some of these newer ones, I can't tell. The old ones were really shiny with the liquid color, but some of these newer ones are a little bit dull looking. Found this Pink Slips Mercedes AMG GT, really cool looking casting here. Probably going to take that home with me. Also have a couple other nice cars here, Jaguar F-Type, I believe Type R, and the Bugatti Chiron. Some really nice cars there. I hadn't seen these yet. I think they've been out for a while. I've just not seen them in stores. So moving on over here to the Hot Wheels. Looks like we have a little bit of premiums. Have a few from the race day. Looks like we have some Canyon Warriors. No full sets of anything, just kind of some leftovers. Have a little bit of Fast and Furious stuff. Some Team Transports. And some pop culture. I did find this Toyo Tires Skyline van. I've seen this a few places and just can't really bring myself to pull the trigger on it. Mercury Comet here. So also found some of these Mario Brothers movie cars. They had the Toad and the Koopa Troopa. So definitely going to be picking up a few of these. I've not seen these yet. Kind of add to my Mario collection. As far as the monster trucks go, nothing really to see here. Nothing new. Nothing in the Matchbox or the Hot Wheels main lines. They did have a few of these Disney 100 anniversary cars, so I'm going to pick a few of these up for my kids. Just the ones I think they're going to like, and one of these fast bed haulers, because I'm kind of getting into the tune cars now. I need something to haul them on. I'm having trouble shooting some of my videos. It was really loud in there, and it kept taking up a lot of my time. But I was kind of glad it happened, because right before I left, they came out and stocked 2 full sets of these modern classics. Awesome looking set. I picked both of these up, and I was going to do a video of it in the store, but of course right about the time I started trying to do it, like, everybody showed up, so this must be the time to buy Hot Wheels here. Either way, if y'all haven't found this yet, really good looking set. So let's head on out to the next store. Okay, store number 2. Number 1 was a pretty good success, got quite a bit of stuff. The bad thing about hitting these in the middle of the day, getting a late start, and a lot of the times that I'm hunting, the stores are really loud. There's a lot of people in them, so it's kind of hard to film in the store. Hopefully this one will be a little bit better. All right, we're in store number 2 here. A lot of good stuff here. I've kind of already looked through it. There was somebody else here kind of going through things when I came in, so I just kind of came to the other end, which is normally what I do anyway. I usually start at the premiums, the M2s and things like that. Just seems like it's easier to do. But let's just go ahead and hit a few highlights here. I have a really cool M2 model kit that I hadn't seen, this Chevrolet IROC Z. You know, some really good stuff here. A lot of it's kind of older, so I won't hit on it too hard. You can kind of see as we go through. I've already looked. There's no chases on the muscle machines or the M2s or anything like that, which, you know, I really didn't expect to find, but they've got a really nice selection here. I have to say, these first 2 stores usually are picked through pretty well, and a lot of times they're low stock, but the last few times I've been here, they've been pretty good. So not much left over on the Hot Wheels premiums, but definitely a lot of M2 and some other brands. So if you're into that, you know, it'd be a nice place. You know, I'm seeing these Rally Legends. I really like that set, but it even took me a while to kind of give in and buy one, and they're kind of just shelf warmers, unfortunately. Found some more of these Mario Kart chases, or at least that's what I'm going to call them. Have several of them here. I've already got a couple of sets, except I am missing. I only have 1 Koopa Troopa, so I'm going to pick another one of these up just so I can have another full set. Cut out there. Ran into a couple of collectors here that we talked to for a little bit. Didn't find much in the monster truck section on the Hot Wheels, but I did find 2 of these chase pieces on the Monster Jam. Not something I've been interested in this year with the food trucks, but after watching Diecast Cars video and seeing that this was, I think this is the last chase they're making in this year, really like this one, so I'm definitely picking these up. And picking up this Super Rig. I've just kind of been on the fence about that. I think that'll be something that the kiddos like. And kind of like we were talking about at the other store, this hauler from the adventure pack here. I'm just looking for some of these small haulers that I can put some of the tune cars that I like on. I think that's a nice little hauler, so pretty good pickup there. Hot Wheels, all I think M and N case, nothing that you haven't seen. I have some other videos on the highlights from that if you want to go back and check those out. So overall, not much on the regular Matchbox or the Hot Wheels main lines that we probably haven't seen. Mystery models have been gone through. A lot of 8-packs and 20-packs, but again, nothing spectacular. So move on to the next one. Is usually pretty heavily picked through, but I've found some chases and things here before, so not too bad. Sometimes they have some fresh main lines. You know, I talked about reasons that you might want to go to Walmart instead of other stores if you don't have much time. And it's just that you have a lot more options. You have M2, you have premiums, you know, stuff other than main lines. To be honest with you, Walmart's rarely where I find my super treasure hunts and things like that in the main. All right, so here we go. Of course, a lot of M2 premiums, which is where I normally start out. This is one of the more picked through stores that I go to, but we do have a couple of NASCAR Authentics chase pieces here. Really like this one, and you can definitely tell on this one that it's a little more shiny than the other ones I've been seeing. So I'm going to take that one home. They do also have this Tootsie's one, and I'm not really crazy about that. I don't care about that, so I'm going to leave this one behind. But interesting that there's two chases here in a store that's normally really heavy shopped. So not a whole lot in the way of premiums here, but I did find this Mercedes 190. No other Boulevards, but happy to see this one. I actually like it a lot more than I thought I was going to, so that's a pretty cool pickup there. Turned around and saw this and just had to put it on film. I'm going to take this home. It's a Hoonigan Unicorn RC car. Really cool looking car there. And going back to some of the diecast here, interesting to see they have a lot of these little square body pieces that at one point in time, you know, the square bodies would have been just gobbled up. It doesn't matter what they are, but I've noticed a lot of them being left behind lately, so maybe the market's getting a little saturated. Over here, nothing really in the monster trucks, Monster Jam, and again, nothing really to speak of in the Matchbox or the Hot Wheels, nothing we haven't really seen yet. A lot in stock, just kind of older stuff, so go ahead and move on to the next store. All right, added in a little stop here. This is a Kroger that I stop at quite regularly. It's a pretty good store. You'll see here in a minute they have a lot of main lines, but the unfortunate thing is they get a whole bunch in at one time, and then it's a long time before they get any new ones. So I have found quite a few chases here and some other nice pieces, so we'll see what they got today. So here we go. Just going to kind of take a quick look around at all of these. It's not been too long since I've been here, and to be honest with you, I've already seen most of this stuff. Most of you have probably already seen this as well. Not to downplay it, there's some nice castings here. It's just there's a whole lot to go through at this store, and so you can see they have all kinds of main lines. It's actually kind of ridiculous. It does look like they maybe put some, I'm going to say, new stuff out. It's old boxes, but maybe they've restocked a little bit. I'd really like to know just how much they have of this on hand here. It's kind of crazy, especially for it's not a huge place here. So also have some main lines on over here, but we have some Misto, Monster Trucks, Matchbox, Muscle Machines, kind of your typical setup here. Again, nothing really new. Some nice stuff, just nothing that we haven't seen already. Did find this Morris, what do we call it, Morris Minor in the moving parts. That's a pretty cool little car here. Hadn't seen that one yet. I think that might be from the last Matchbox box of the year. And other than that, everything's kind of been here for a while. So do have some premiums. What do we have here? The Drag Strip Demon set. I think this has been here for a while too. They have several sets of this, but you know, the good thing about having places like this with stuff left over is for new collectors, it's an opportunity for them to get some things. Started to leave and actually saw a few more sets of the Drag Strip Demon. Saw this Mario Brothers for $7. I think I'm going to leave it though. Okay, so that Kroger trip was a bust. I kind of expected that. You know, they had some nice premiums, but nothing I was really interested in. Had to pass on everything. You probably saw all the main lines they had in there, and you can see what I was talking about. They get so many at one time, and you know, they've sold, you know, hundreds, probably thousands of them, and that's still what they have left. So it takes them a long time to get new ones in. So there's a lot of other stores I could stop at around here. There's Ross, there's a lot of Dollar Generals, Hobby Lobby, things like that. But to be honest with you, I don't have a lot of luck at these around here, and my next Walmart stop is a pretty good one. It's about 30 minutes from here, so I'm going to go ahead and hit that up and then start making my way back home. So this store's been pretty good for me in the past. A lot of times I can find some Zamax and some other little hard to find pieces here. I forgot that this is another store that's had the curse of the Boulevards, where they ordered way too much at one time and they've had a hard time getting rid of them. Not had new Boulevards in a while, as you can see. They have ran through quite a bit of car culture, and unfortunately, while this store is usually pretty good to not have vandalism, they had one little short run of it where somebody come in and just trashed a whole bunch of cars. You can see here we got some discounted items, which is good if you don't have some of these cars and you open them, I guess. But, you know, for the most part, I don't think people are real happy with that. Even have it down here on this Rally Legends set. You can see here they've kind of tore it apart. The good thing is that most of the stuff is still here. All they took was the RS2000, so if you wanted this Quattro from the track day set, you know, $20, everything's still here. Got a different rally car, not bad. You know, if I didn't have this already, I might consider picking it up. You know, this is another store that usually has some pretty good 124 scale stuff. You see we have Brian's Super here. Haven't seen that one in a while. Everything else is stuff that's been around for a little bit. You can see we have a lot of Team Transports here that are peg warmers. A lot of that one box set. Nothing really extraordinary to talk about on the monster truck side of things. Same stuff that's been here for a pretty good while. Moving parts, really there's nothing new here. I did find a few things on a dump bin just a minute ago, but nothing really spectacular that I hadn't ran into yet. So this is probably the worst store I go to. It usually gets picked clean. I've almost gotten fist fights here from people trying to grab stuff out of my hand. So as I expected, not much here. Do have this nice little Nissan Auto World. Hadn't seen that one yet, but everything else is pretty much like what you would expect. I will say the pegs are pretty full, but it's all mostly peg warmers. And so we do have a couple of the Mario Kart cars here, but it's only the Toads. No Koopa Troopas, no Mario. That was kind of interesting. Nothing really to speak of in the Monster Truck or Monster Jam. Didn't really find much in the Matchbox or Hot Wheels on the main lines. I will say, though, in the Matchbox, I did find a couple of these Matchbox Collectors Lexuses. Those are some pretty cool cars here. I'm going to take a couple of these home. I'm a sucker for the Matchbox Collector series, so especially when they're nicely done casting like that. Didn't really find anything in the main lines, as you can see. As usual, a lot of 5-packs, 8-packs, 20-packs. A lot of main lines, but it's all stuff that's been here for a while, unfortunately. So, on to the next store. Okay, fun fact about this Walmart here. I used to find a lot of things here, but apparently I was horning in on somebody's territory because I met them here one day and we had a talk, and since then I have found absolutely nothing. Like pretty much zero, and that's been a while back. And as a matter of fact, this whole area, I think he realized what was happening and started hunting a little bit harder, maybe changed his schedule, which I can understand. You know, some of the places I hunt, I can be pretty lax about it, but if somebody come in and started hunting, I'd definitely have to change things to pick up stuff I want. Okay, so my last Walmart stop for the day, yeah, it's about like what I expected. It's not been too long since I've been here. Some leftover peg warmers in the premium section. They do have some new M2, but nothing I'm really interested in. No chases. One interesting thing here, the package is damaged, but they do still have a Fleet Street set. I really haven't seen one of these lately that I can remember. They do have a lot of the Rally Legends as well. This is one store that does, this is the first time I've seen pink slips here, which is interesting. I was just thinking the other day, I've never seen pink slips at this store, and there they are. Have some more NASCAR, no chases there. Nothing really in the monster trucks, nothing in Mario Kart. This is actually where I found the Skyline and the Jurassic Park Jeep the other day. So I did pick up some good monster trucks a few days ago, but nothing here today. Didn't look like anything new. Nothing in the Matchbox. 20 packs, some Hot Wheels. Let's see, L case. Nothing new there. These have been here a while, so nothing really to speak of. A lot on the pegs, but nothing that we need. So I believe I've got one more stop to make, and that should round out our day. So before I left, I did see some of these the other day, and I forgot they were in a different place in the store. But a really nice set here. I'll be honest with you, I've not looked at this. I'm not sure what all is in this set, but we have the VW single cab truck, and these are all really nice castings. I almost picked some of these up, and I might still. We have 32 Ford 3-window coupe. Really love the paint on that. Just nice design. And what do we have? 73 Chevy Blazer. Really like that too. I'm surprised somebody's not snagged more of these. I'm assuming there's another casting because there were a couple of these missing the other day. Looks like there's a few more now. But the price point kind of keeps me from that. I like them. I just don't know that I like them for $10. So either way, just another find that I thought I'd share. Well, we did it. I almost forgot my home base here. This is my local Walmart that I forgot I hadn't been to already today. So it's probably a little late to be here. One thing I've noticed is that the bigger city Walmarts tend to stock in the morning, and the little smaller town ones, at least around here, tend to stock like right before closing or at closing. So let's go ahead and see what they got. Okay, so I cheated and looked ahead. We're starting with the main lines so we can end on a little bit of a high note. Nothing really new in the main lines, but we do have a few of these Forza sets. Really nice cars here, just unfortunately suffers from that $3 price point. Also have this Super Rig. Probably going to do a review on this soon. If you haven't seen this casting, it's really nice if you have younger kids who are into Hot Wheels. Nothing new in the Matchbox. Would really like to get some more moving parts in here. Nothing new with the Monster Jam or the Hot Wheels monster trucks either, which is unfortunate. Going on to the Mario Kart. Nothing really new here.
premiums about the same as you've seen some of the other stores we've had. I did forget that some of these premiums are a little bit less expensive than the other ones. If I had remembered that, I probably would have picked up that Skyline wagon earlier. But sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Brian Subaru, 124 scale, pretty nice pickup there. A lot of these track day sets here, unfortunately. I will say that they've sold most of the boulevards, so hopefully I can get some new boulevards in here soon. If you've seen my channel, heard about my local Walmart, we've had a lot of those for quite some time. Team Transport's kind of the same peg warmers here. I realize a lot of you have these different peg warmers in that set than what I do. Nothing really new in the pink slips or anything else, but I guess for the last thing here, we'll say I have these NASCAR Authentics, and we did find this chase piece here. Found this before. I thought somebody picked it up, and it looks like they either got another one or somebody put it back. So pretty cool. I'm going to be taking that home. One last thing to note here. I found these, and I was kind of surprised that nobody snagged these, especially at my local store. So kind of interesting pickup there. I'm going to leave them. I don't have any use for them. Just was kind of surprised to still see them here.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at everything that we picked up today. Got this pink slips Mercedes AMG GT. 2 of these 2012 Lexus LFA Matchbox collectors. 2 of these Monster Jam Wasabi Warrior chase pieces. Still one of my favorite pickups, I think, for the day. Picked up this Matchbox 5-pack. I think I actually probably already had 1 or 2 of these, but like I said, I've been looking for a few of these haulers. Got the Hoonigan Unicorn Mustang RC. Can't wait to try that one out. Couple of the NASCAR Authentics chase pieces. Left one of those behind. Just was kind of interested in these 2. Not really the other one. Got the Dine and Dash Super Rigs. Picked up a few of the Disney 100th anniversary cars. Try to get that on camera a little bit better. These are just the ones I thought that my kiddo might be interested in. The other ones I don't think they really would have cared for. So got a few main lines here. Nothing just super special. Just a few things that odds and ends that I like to collect. Probably going to give some of these away too. So got a few of the Super Mario Brothers movie cars. I'm going to call these chase pieces. I guess they're Mario Brothers Mario Kart. I have no idea what you actually call these, but they are pretty cool. Got a couple of Toads, a couple of Koopa Troopas, and picked up an extra Mario. Probably going to be opening a few of those up. Got the Mercedes-Benz 190. This is what, a Boulevard. Only one I found from that set, but a really cool car. I didn't think I would like it until I picked it up. And got a couple of these modern classics. Definitely another highlight of my day. So a little bit of something for everybody, hopefully. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, there should be another one popped up on the side of your screen here that YouTube thinks you'll like. If you haven't yet, consider hitting that subscribe button, helping us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Coming up pretty quick. Hope to hit that by the end of the year. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Happy hunting, y'all.